Hello and welcome to the maths class. This is teacher Swati and we are going to start with a new unit, that is fractions. The part 1 of this chapter has been explained in this video. So let us continue. Now what are fractions? A fraction tells us how many parts of a whole we have. Like for example, if you can see over here in this diagram, there is a rectangle in front of you which has been divided into few parts. So let us count how many parts are there. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So this rectangle has been divided into 5 parts, out of which 4 are shaded and 1 is not shaded. So total number of parts is 5 that we have put it over here, and the number of parts that are shaded or have been taken is been written over here, that is 4. So 4 by 5, the slash over here, and 4 a number up and a number down. This is the way a fraction is written. The number which is in the upper portion of the fraction is known as the numerator, whereas the number which is in the lower portion is known as the denominator. So this number numerator shows us how many number or how many parts of the whole have been taken, and this shows, the denominator shows the total number of parts. So in this way we write what a fraction is. So we can say that fractions are nothing but parts of a whole. The upper number is known as numerator and the lower number is known as denominator. This is all that we have to keep in mind, and then we will proceed on to the next part. Finding equivalent fractions, decimals and percentage. Now here, fractions, decimals and percentage, actually they are interrelated. They are just different forms of something in common. Like decimals can be written into fractions, fractions can be written into percentage, percentage again can be converted to fractions, and again can be converted to decimals. So there is not a proper sequence or anything as such, but they are just interrelated. You just do a few calculations and you just turn it over to from decimals to fractions and fractions to percentage, or vice versa. So here in this table given in front of you, you can see a few fractions, decimals, fractions and percentage have been given in front of you. Let us just quickly go through what it is. First one is 0.1. 0.1 can be written as 1 on 10. 1 on 10 is equal to 0.1 is equal to 1 on 10. Yes. So these are actually, they mean the same. So we can say that they are equivalent. So there the value is same, equal, so we can call it equivalent. Now this fraction is to be converted into percentage, as we have learned in our previous classes also, or the lower grades also, that percentage is nothing but a percent per 100, each 100. Okay, so out of 100, whatever part you are going to take, that you consider as percentage. So here the fraction is 1 on 10. There is no 100 involved over here. So what we have to do is, we are just making it into 100. Like the denominator over here is the total number of parts. When you are considering the percentage, you have to consider 100 parts. So how to convert this 10 to 100? You just have to multiply it by 10 again. 10 into 10 is 100. Yes, so 10 into 10 is 100. If you are multiplying the denominator by 10, you have to multiply the numerator also by 10. So 1 into 10 will be what? 10. So 10 on 100 is going to be 10%. This is something that I have explained you right now, but we will be seeing it when we will solve the example. Okay, so for time being, now we just have a look at this decimals and fractions and percentage. So over here 0.25 you can write it as 1 by 4 and the percentage is 25%. 0.5 can be written as 1 by 2 and the percentage can be written as 50%. 0.75 is 3 by 4 and 75%. 0.9 is 9 on 10 and 90%, whereas 1 a whole is written in fractions also, 1 as a whole, and percentage you can consider it as 100%. Okay, then we will move on to the example. Now see the conversion. First of all, fraction to decimal. A fraction will be given in front of you. You have to just convert it into decimal. Now, see students over here, fraction is nothing but dividing part. Okay, when you are writing 1 on 2, 1 divided by 2, it's one and the same. So the slash in between the two numbers in the fraction denotes division. So what you are going to do over here is you are literally going to divide it and you get it in the form of decimal. So let us see 3 on 5. See 3 on 5 over here. You can directly divide it and get the answer over here like this, or else the better way you can do it is you are going to multiply it by, you're multiplying it by 2. Yes, so if you're multiplying it by 2 over here in denominator, same you're going to do over here also. Here also you what are you going to do is multiply by 2. Why did we do that? Why did we do this? See over here, here it is 5. Dividing by 5 can be a bit complicated. So if you convert it into 10, 100, 1000, it's easy. So first of all, we can convert easily into 10 because in 5 table 10 is coming, 5 multiplied by 2. So we are multiplying it by 2 over here. If we are doing this in the denominator part, we have to do the same in the numerator also, and so we get a 6 over here. So 6 on 10, we have learned dividing by 10, dividing by 100. So it is easy for us to get the answer as 0.6. Next. Now converting decimals to percentage. Now when you convert decimal to percentage, see a decimal number 0.6 has been given. In percentage, only one rule you have to follow when you have a decimal in front of you. Just one thing you have to follow is you are going to multiply it by 100. That's it. So 0.6 you multiply it by 100. When you multiply, you just get the answer as 60, which you will write with the symbol of percentage. That's 60%. It's very easy. Next, we have fractions to percentage. A fraction will be given in front of you and you have to convert it into percentage. See, again, the same fraction which we used over here, the same one I have used it here also, 3 by 5. Now 3 by 5, as I told you here, what did we do? We multiplied it by 2. Here I am converting it to 100. Why 100? Because I want it in the form of percentage. So what I am going to do is, I'm going to convert it into 100. How? By multiplying it by 20. So if you multiply the denominator multiply denominator by 20, you have to multiply the numerator also by 20. Okay, so when you multiply it by 20 on both sides, that is numerator and denominator, you get it as 60 on 100. On 100 itself means 60%. So the answer is 60%. It's as easy as it is. Now we have example in front of us. Example, write the following: 40% as a fraction. Now 40% itself means 40 parts of 100. So what we can write it as, 40% is equal to 40 on 100. So here the simple calculation takes place. That is, this 0 and this 0 gets cancelled. We have learned about cancelling in our grade 5 and 6 also, so you are well versed with it. So what we have now is 4 on 10. So this 4 on 10 can be also written as 2 by 5. How does that become 2 by 5? What is been reduced over here? See, 4 and 10, what do they have in common? That they both come in the table of 2. So what I'm going to do over here is, I'm dividing this 10 by 2. And the same thing I'm doing in the numerator part also. 4 also I'm dividing by 2. So I get my answer as 2 by 5. So it's that easy. Next. Next we have is 0.75 as percentage. You have to put down 0.75, that is in the form of decimals. You have to convert it into percentage format. Okay, so what you're going to do is 0.75 is equal to 75 on 100. Why do you think I have written it as 75 on 100? We have learned in our earlier grades also that 0.01 is equal to 1 on 100. Okay, the same rule applies over here. 0.75 can be written as 75 on 100. So 75 on 100 means 75 parts of 100. That itself means is equal to 75%. So that is the answer. Next, few practice questions have been given to you. Write 14% as a decimal and a fraction. Write 0.34 as percentage and a fraction. Write 9 on 25 as decimal and percentage. So these three questions you are going to solve it in your notebook. This is an assignment for you. Please do it, students. Thank you.